Yo, what's good people, it's Jay Cactus, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make UK drill drum fills like this and this. Ever since I dropped the Defiant drum fill kit, people have been asking me how I made them, so I'm really giving you the sauce in this one and showing you my secret tools. But first we're going to need to make a beat, so let's get straight into it. Alright, so for the beat, I'm going to start with a loop because the main purpose of the video is to show you how to make drum fills. So I'm going to use this Glory loop from my Free Sinners drill loop kit. This loop just sounds so crazy. Haven't done an orchestral drill beat in a while too, so I think this is the right time. So yeah, I'm just going to separate the stems, and then yeah, in the second half I just want the keys and the vocals. So yeah, I'm just going to work around this section because there's enough space here. So I've got a pattern for drums and we'll jump straight into it. Let's go for something different. We'll try this one. We'll just get a simple pattern in. We'll copy that over. And then we'll just get some filler notes in. And then maybe some rolls too. And then maybe a steeper roll here. I'm just trying different patterns at this stage. So I'll just copy that over. And maybe switch something else up at the end. Okay, let's get a snare in there. We'll go with this one. Alright, I'm going to work in this next section and I'll mute the sub bass. And for the 808, I'm going to go back to my go-to New York one. Maybe have it slide back down, and then maybe a bit of a stutter, and then something different here. Turn this one down, and then just a few more slides at the end. Maybe this up an octave. Let's just move this one. Alright, I'm going to stop there because any perks and effects that we add can be used in the drum fills that we make, but it's really going to be the processing that makes them unique. So whenever I'm making drum fills, I usually get a beat to about this point and then I start playing around with different patterns and perks. So for example, I could take another counter snare. Alright, so we could try something like this, and I'm just focusing on the end of the 8 bar. In my head I try and think of a pattern, or I'll do something similar to the first counter snare. Alright, so I'm feeling that pattern. I'm going to get something else too. Okay, maybe I'll get one more, something like this. I just choose a few different ones that have different sounds. And I'm going to copy the main counter snare in. I'll get rid of everything except for the ending. And then maybe just add something else like this. Really, you can just get creative. So for example, for this one I might drag it down and then it's going to glide down and back up. Alright, that sounded sick so far, but here's where the actual sauce is. So I'm going to send all of these to the own mixer. So I'm highlighting all 4 of my counter snares or perks. I'm going to right click on an empty one and then select route to this track only. Now it's going to group them together. So my sauce for drum fills really comes down to a company called Bliss. They make some crazy effect plugins and I've been using them for a lot of my fills recently. They had the classic effects like a chorus, flanger, delay, reverb, but they just take things to another level so you can get some sick sounds with them. They have sponsored the video, so shout out to Bliss, but I do genuinely use them for this type of thing, so I'm going to show you how some of them work. So for example, let's just go on the granulizer. So yeah, just try and find something that sounds crazy, something that's going to add some nice texture, and then I can bring back the mix level. Oh, that sounds sick. Yeah, like something like this sounds crazy. Let's bring down the mix. I could bring the filter back as well. And then for the panning, we'll increase that. Okay, next I'm going to add the slow machine, which essentially just slows things down. So you can use it to make it sound a bit darker, give it some texture underneath, or even some tape stops. So for example, if I go to this drowned preset and play it, So I think it would sound sick if it started on that and then gradually came out. So I could just automate the mix level here. And then, yeah, just bring it down from here. Alright, next I think I want to add Dragonfly. This is going to give me a bit of a tremolo effect. And I just want something kind of subtle for this. Any of these really, it'll just give it a bit more rhythm. Yeah, like that one. Then I think for the actual sounds, I just need to add a couple more things. So I definitely want a riser in there. And then with the stomp, I'm going to duplicate it, make one of them unique, and then I'll reverse it. I'm going to bring this mix down as well. You really just have to get creative with it. Just try all kinds of random stuff. So add things, send them to bosses, add effects, take them out if it's not sounding right. You just have to experiment. Try a couple more things too. So I've got this sword effect. I'm going to add it here. I'll send that to an empty mixer and then we'll add another bliss effect. This time it's just going to be the reverb. Okay, I like this one. I'm going to turn freeze off so it actually finishes. I'm going to increase the room size too. So the reverb's actually got some movement in it. That's why I chose this one. From here, I'm going to press Shift and E to open Edison. And I'm going to record this in. Now what I'm going to do is take that sound, drag it into the playlist. And I'm going to reverse this. So now the bell's going to hit here. And then straight after, because we've got the reverb on it now, the reverb's going to sweep back up. Alright, so let's hear this. Let's pitch that sword up a bit. Sounding mad. So I don't need all of that. I really just need this section here. I just don't like how it finishes. I want some kind of tail of the delay, but what I'm going to do is get rid of this. I'll export this version and then I'm just going to add some delay. Like that. That one's perfect. That has that nice ping pong effect. So I'm just going to automate this as well. All right, so now we got this. And to export, I'm just going to click here and then save sample. All right, let's see if we can make another one. I'm going to clear all the perks and plugins and then we'll go from scratch. Okay, we'll get something like this. And then, yeah, we'll just create some kind of pattern for this section. Let's pitch it up too. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll add something like this too. Then we're going to add this gunshot. But with the gunshot, we're going to add some delay and then reverse it. Okay, next I'm going to add a stomp like this. On the stomp, I'm going to add the bliss phaser. Okay, we'll go with this one. I just wanted something to make it sound different. The beauty of these plugins is you can just get creative with it. I just like to go through the presets and then tweak them if I need to. We'll add a delay too. Okay, so I'm just going to set it here. Turn the stereo up. We'll turn ping pong mode on as well. Then I'm going to bounce that. Now I can use this version. I can copy it, make this one unique, and then reverse it, and then just cut the end off. All right, let's have a listen now. Yeah, so it's a nice start. We'll see what else we can add though. With that reverse stomp, I might even add another delay to it. Like that. Sounds sick. All right, so we're getting somewhere. We definitely need a few more things though. So I could get this in there and repeat this one. Okay, I'm going to get a second count snare and then just copy this first pattern in. And then before I group them, I'm just going to add a delay to that second one. Yeah, just something like that. And then I'll bring down the mix. Maybe even bring this down so the delay ones just sound a bit lower. Yeah, there we go. So now what we can do is group everything and see if we can take it a step further. Oh, that sounds crazy. So you know what? I'm going to do the same thing as the first one. I really like how that slow machine sounds at the start. So I'm just going to automate this so it can gradually come off. See what I'm saying? It sounds crazy. Okay, let's get one more effect on there. This one already has that reverse effect on it. Yeah, hard. Okay, let's see if we can do one more thing. So I'm going to add some reverb. Yeah, like that one. That sounds sick. So I'm going to record that just to take that reverb. And then I'm just going to use this as a riser. So I'm going to reverse it. I'll drag it to about here. And then it's just going to slowly rise up from here. Mad. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and export that now. So when you're making drum fills, there's really no rules. Just add random effects, reverse things, layer things, group things, add more effects to them. I really don't overthink it. Just experiment until something sounds right. If you want to check out the Bliss plugins I've been using, I've left a link to them in the description. They're even compatible with Pro Tools iOS and Apple M1, so you can use them on your iPhone. So yeah, make sure you check them out and let's get back into the beat. Alright, in this section, I want a second 808 pattern, so I'm gonna mix this one up. Just trying different things with the 808 here. Like I'll turn this one all the way down and maybe just have it fade out here. Turn this one down too. Just gonna add a couple last minute effects like this gunshot. Alright, and since we got these drum fills, I don't really need to add anything else, so let's arrange it properly. I'm gonna keep this here because I think I want everything for the hook. But for the intro, let's see what we can start with. Alright, so we'll copy this out, and then in this first one, maybe we'll leave the strings out. Alright, so yeah, maybe we'll start with the chords, this layer of strings. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so that bit sounds hard. We can bring the counter snare in. And then maybe we'll have the hook first. So I'll bring this across and then I'll bring everything else back. And then of course we're going to use one of the drum fills we just made. Sounds sick before the drop. So yeah, most things can come in here. And then I need that second 808 pattern. And then the camera flash too. Alright, in this section, it's just going to pick up with the staccato strings. In this section, I might just have it like this. So I'll just cut this fill and copy it. And then cut everything. And then yeah, have the vocals come in. Maybe just cut these counter snares as well. Sounding a bit busy. And then yeah, so in this section, we'll have the second fill. And then that second 808 can come in here. And then I think just these two things repeating. Alright, and then in this section, I think we can have it a bit like the intro. We'll have a bit of a bridge here with the sub bass. Yeah, it sounds hard. Alright, let's have a listen from the beginning. So yeah, just started off with the strings. And the piano chords. And obviously the sub bass.
J Cactus.
So we just bring in some energy with the counter snares. A couple more strings, and then we have the drum fill. Sounding wild. So yeah, got most things in the hook. And in this section, it gets a bit busy. So we have the staccato too. On the new pattern. And then the fill again. So yeah, now we've got a breakdown because we've got the vocals coming in. So obviously in this section, got a lot more space for artists. So, as you'll know, I love swapping between the strings and vocals. This fill sounds crazy. You know what, I'm gonna add those fills to the Defiant drum fill kit, so anyone who's got it, you're gonna get it for free. And then yeah, we just got another breakdown before the hook with the fill again.